Chewy, tell me about your writing process with this new track.
Yeah, so I wrote my first record when I was 16 years old. Independently recorded and released it a year later. And, you know, people wonder how I've managed to do this for so long. And it's because I'm so humble. And I think humility in this industry is very underrated. So I think that was perfect. Nothing wrong with it at all. Completely on time. Perfect pitch. Let's start mixing it already, so.
Sounds good to me, man.
You'll hear people talk about how I'm the voice for an entire generation of the mid-2000s. That's just the birds talking, man. You know? What was the question?
Trabajando con Chuy, no, pues, está un poquito chisquis el güey, like, neta.
What was the writing process for this new track?
Right. So, pretty much same process as always. I write everything. I come up with the main idea. I write the drum parts in my head. I come up with lead guitars in my head. I think about how the bass parts are going to go.
Yeah, so he says he writes everything and he puts his name on everything. But it's me and the other musicians writing the parts from scratch, including his. All he does is shows up on the last day of recording to lay down whatever vocals he has, and then we polish them up with Studio Magic, and that's the product.
We meet up once a month, and I have to teach it to everybody. And I say, okay, you know, this is going to be the song. This is the main riff. This is the outline. This is how the drums are going to go. So I have to get behind the kit, you know, and show Gilbert, you know, what he's going to be doing.
Dice que él escribe todas mis partes. No es real. Eso sí diré, que no es real.
I spend a lot of time with Eric. You know, I sit down, just going over and over and over the parts again and again and teaching him. And
I've put in so many hours learning this instrument just to be in this guy's band that he made all these promises for. And I don't even know what I'm doing anymore, to be honest.
You know, it takes a lot of patience, and is ultimately thanks to my leadership that everything basically happens and comes together. Let's see what's 120.
Okay. This is 120.
That's slow, right?
25?
125. Let's do 125. Yeah, that's fucking slow. I don't know why you guys suggested.
So Steven, like all of us, are just being worked 24 hours a day nonstop by this tyrant. And we're all exhausted, and we haven't seen our families in days.
There's a lot of fuck ups. We're gonna have to do like another one.
Más o menos, güey.
I think the one before was a bit tighter.
Yeah, you can probably hear Steven snoring in the background, so we're pretty burnt out.
Wake up! Wake up! We're trying to work here, man. So this is the kind of babysitting that I have to do pretty much all the time.
You just wake up?
Yeah.
How do you feel, you know, working in the studio right now with JJ and the rest of the guys?
With who?
Chewy?
JJ.
Yeah.
JJ. Next question, please.
It happened to all of us. That was sloppy as shit, though.
This is as close to a meat puppet as I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah, and boom, yeah. And I was telling Steve maybe he should use the classical guitar there to do that tremolo picking. Yeah, layer it in there.
So, Eric, tell me about how you got started with the writing season.
I mean, so going back a couple years, I was 18. I was in a tight spot financially, and this guy came up to me JJ, with a contract saying, hey, you're going to play bass, you're going to learn bass, and play for my band, and I'm going to pay you this extravagant amount of money. So, me being in the spot I was in, I went ahead and signed it, and that was probably the worst decision of my life.
The end of your note, the how long you let it sustain, even grab that, like.
Okay, even shorter?
Yeah. Yes, just like that. There we go.
So it's true that he does everything.
Everything.
You know? Acoustic right under it.
Every single thought, every single guitar, riff, all of it.
One of the things he's trying to make me do, or forcing me to do because of that contract, is be in this documentary. I don't want to be here. I'm here because, again, my contract says I have to be. I have to listen to him, and supposedly I'm getting a check for it. Where that check is, God knows.
You were my crutch when I couldn't walk around. You pulled me up to shore before I fully drowned. You brought me up high so I wouldn't hit the ground. I swear to you that I was lost, but now I'm found.
What are you listening to?
The writing season. I sound great on this track.
Seasons kept changing, but I stayed the same, and you wouldn't even act so proud.
I'm sorry that you're here and you're being forced to be recorded by me.
Yeah, man, it's not your fault. I hate the dude so much.
I'm such a perfect person. That's how it goes, right?
Chuy me habló un día que necesitaba un baterista y pues yo pues, oh, pues haz algo diferente, ¿no? Algo rock and roll, tú sabes, así, esas cosas que la gente toca, así. Y pues yo pues siempre he tocado tejano, me gusta el norteño y todo eso. No estoy saliendo en gira con los ahí en Biloxi, tocando así clubs chiquitos ahí con el grupo tejano. Aquí puedo estar con mi familia y a verlos todos los días. Él todavía cree que hablo español, pero to be honest, I know English the whole time. He just keeps talking to me in Spanish because of my mustache.
God, he always makes us listen to this, dude.
Shut the fuck up! Curse all my enemies. Reload your guns, empty your cannons, point them all towards me. 'Cause I'm 3 sheets to the wind between the devil and sea.
That last part sounds like a fucking dying star. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
I really like the expression of the open delay when you would like
It's a simple part, but it like
simple, but with that extra voicing
Yeah,
of
yeah.
delay, it was like, wow, this is an ending now. And then
Yeah.
when he did his bar chords at the end, it really like, oh, this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
an ending. Like,
yeah.
fuck.
And I tell these guys all the time, You know, you don't have to tell me thank you. You know, you're welcome. You know, I know that it's a privilege to be here doing this with me. So you're welcome.
All right, that's good.
Okay.